Channel. This is Clarityempress, the Empress of Clarity, here to bring you another collective energy reading. I hope everybody is well. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Comment in the comment section. Let me know if the reading resonates with you. Also, when you come on and you comment, make sure you say, "Yeah, I hear you." Let me know, because every now and then YouTube do something with my audio. My phone be fine. I talk, hear everybody else, but then I get on here and I can't hear. So just let me know if you have any audio issues with the live. Okay. Wait for my room to warm up because oh my god, it's extra cold today. Oh my goodness. Okay, thanks for coming. I had a decent night. I did not want to go outside. I did not. But I'm glad I went. How are y'all doing? Let's start off with how are you, how's things going? What's up with y'all? So I went to two artist openings, but it was all at one place, right? So one is called a young man, he goes by Fugazi, and the other one goes by Rashad Malik Davis. And they both had their artist openings at this place called Artworks in Trenton, New Jersey. It was so nice. So my in my other business, I have a 2D animation teacher, and that is Rashad. Rashad is an excellent artist and teacher, and he teaches them children well and how to use digital art. Um, so he gave his talk, and his was about the origins of LGBTQ, a little bit about anthropology, and different civilizations that resonated with the LGBTQ people, uh, why they are important in society by DNA and by roles that they play. Okay, you coming on here disrespectful with this little emoji stuff. Okay. Um, People are important in general. We're not doing no disrespect. Hello, Jacksonville. So anyway, he's an excellent author, children's author, and I am just excited for this next journey for him. Hope he makes a lot of money. Thank you for coming to the channel, y'all. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, ring that bell. That way you're notified anytime I come on. I appreciate y'all being here. You could be anywhere else, but you came here. So, in case you don't know, this is a collective reading. This is not a personal reading. Personal readings, you can find me in the description box either below or on another video of mine. And we do live donation readings. Sorry about that, Jacksonville. You got removed by mistake because everybody was spamming. It happens, but we appreciate you coming. We do have moderators on this channel. The premier moderator would be Black Cherry, and we don't play any disrespect. And it kind of could start a little chopping spree, especially when people get disrespectful. Why? Because we ain't got time for none of that. We here with power, peace. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of energy we're on. Power and peace. So, I've been watching you, watching me slow down. Tell me why it's so cold in your house. All right, so that's the song by Loose Ends. That is the spirit of the video from the downloaded message and conversations I've had All right, and that's what we about to talk about tonight. Because your person been watching you, but your spirit guides have blocked them, so they're not able to connect with you, communicate with you on a physical level. But they definitely paying attention. Definitely paying attention. Thank you, sis. All right, give me a message for the collective. It's been a minute, y'all. Missed y'all. I've been having a lot of stuff to do. I'll be tired. I need to get me an assistant. I'll be tired. All right, Spirit, give me a message for the collective. What we need to know about why this person can't communicate with you. Some of y'all don't want them to communicate with you, though. Spirit said they just relegated to watching you. They're gonna watch you shine. They're gonna watch you glow up. They're gonna watch you succeed. They're gonna watch you do a lot of things because of the way they treated you. So like, share, subscribe, y'all. Yeah, Seven of Swords. They needed to get it right. You busted this person in a lie. Spirit said you caught somebody lying, being dishonest, omitting information, not being truthful, thinking that they were getting away with something. Because that's past energy. So that's part of the problem right there. Tell me more, Spirit. Thank you, sis. Yeah, Nine of Swords. You catching this person in a lie was kind of like the last straw. You may have caught them in many lies. And it was like, you know what? Enough is enough. And they caused you to just... You may have given up on a connection. Just decided that it wasn't, enough is enough. I don't need it. Tell me more, Spirit. Or you may be at the verge. Yeah, Eight of Swords. Your mental is clear. Okay? It ain't nothing clear. Your mental is clear. This person is not phasing you, and they're not tricking you, and you're not stuck, and you're not fooled, and none of that stuff. Tell me more, Spirit. The Eight of Swords is in reverse in the hidden energy. Oh, and Spirit said by that being in the hidden energy, you may not have revealed all that you know, right? So this person may know, okay, collective ain't fooling with me. Collective must realize they know some things, right? But that does not mean you reveal to them everything that you know. It was a lot of games tonight. What in the world? Thank you, sis, for being on the block list. I mean, pulling out the block. Glock. Tell me more, Spirit. Howdy, Pappy Ski. Okay, yeah, so somebody's in a little sadness, a little depression. Somebody's feeling victimized, feeling like things are against them. Tell me more, Spirit. We got the Glock block out. The block. Tell me more. People doing too much tonight. Wow. Ain't no full moon, right? So what the heck is it that they acting all up? Coming on this channel with the foolishness. Maybe it's because it's Saturday night. Who knows? And, justice. Listen. All right, let me tilt this. All them lies. All that foolishness. Where did it get them with you? It didn't. It got them justice. So this person is dealing with the repercussions and the consequences of their choices, decisions, and actions, right? Whatever this person tried, whatever fugazi, oh Lord, that boy name in it, whatever fugazi nonsense, every fraudulent nonsense this person tried with you, it did not work. And it's gotten them justice. So this person could be even experiencing things in the court system right now, maybe unrelated to you or very related. You take it how it resonates, but they are experiencing justice. They are getting balanced the fuck out, right? When you do wrong, you will get wrong. That's the universe's way of balancing you the fuck out. So if they feel like, oh man, what was me? Everything don't go my way. It's because of the way they act, is the way they behave, the way they do other people. And because they do people like that, they're gonna get it. And look at that. And the Knight of Wands. This person, yep, it comes right back around. This person is reckless. Knight of Wands. It's like this person go with the flow, but like at a whim. It's kind of like, you know what it gives me? Like a younger person who friend could call them up. This person could be relaxing in their home. The friend could say, it could be 9 o'clock at night, like right now. And somebody could say, let's go to this club. And this person, okay. They just put on their clothes. They don't ask no question. Where's the club? How much is the club? But da 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 da. They don't care. They just, I'm going to go. My friend said there's excitement over here. Let me go. That's the kind of energy. Like this person don't consider things before they make a move. You know what I'm saying? They don't consider things when they make a move. They just go. And it don't get them what they want. Because what is getting them now is some consequences for their actions, right? This is the type of person maybe they've been trying to get along and get away with stuff for a long time. And now is the time that everything that challenges them is catching up with them. This is somebody who, for example, if they did the PPP loans, they're facing court fines, they're facing time, jail time now. You know what I'm saying? If they cheated on somebody, the person found out. If they stole something, let's just say they stole from their job some money and it didn't get caught for years, all of a sudden somebody goes in the books and finds a discrepancy and then traces it back to them. Like shit is coming due. Okay? Whatever they got going on or they had going on or they thought they were getting away with, it's coming due for this person, even down to their relationships and how they treat people. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, Hangman. So this person is kind of stuck, kind of having to face it now. You know, it's given that energy of I got busted. Now I gotta hear about it. Now I gotta get the lectures. Now I gotta face the consequences. Now I gotta say how I'm gonna remedy. That's what they gotta deal with. That this is something that this person didn't want to have to ever deal with. They felt like when they lie, they getting away with it, right? That they lie for whatever the greater good is in their mind, and that should have been that. But they never thought that whatever they lied about would show back up in their life. This is like somebody who would, be married but then have a second child somewhere. Or just another relationship that contradicts the relationship they have with you, right? So take it how it resonates. This could be a friend group and your friend is friends with your enemies. So you now realize you can't trust this person. Whoever they deal with, you don't like them anyway, right? So it's kind of like whatever way this person could have betrayed you has now come out in past tense. And now this person is now dealing with the fact that your spirit guides has removed you from their life. They can no longer deal with you directly because your spirit guides shut it down. And now they are receiving their karma, okay? Because it's out here with the justice cards, the likely outcome. Tell me more about this 9 of Wands, Spirit. This person's the only thing they can do is spy on you, watch you through fake accounts, contact you from weird numbers. Yeah, 8 of Wands, yeah. Spirit said, excuse me, the 8 of Wands clarifying, the 9 of Wands in reverse. You moving on, or Spirit is moving you on. Okay? And part of justice is to see you glow up while they may be suffering. And that's not your fault. But that is the consequence of how you treat people, how you do people that you might want in your life. You must treat people well. If you don't, you get what you get. You know what I'm saying? And people will get on with their lives. Tell me more, Spirit. Some people take that for granted. Yeah, the on one substance to cope with the chaotic nature of their life right now. Like, I feel like their life may have a bit of an upheaval feeling. Like, it's given tower, even though the tower didn't come out, but it's given like this person doesn't really know how to heal like they need to heal. This person numbs. They do things to even get their mind off of you or to calm their nervous system down. I think they face and battle with a lot of stuff. Okay, but you take it how it resonates. But this person, there's a lot of techniques of no, some people cut themselves, right? And some people drink, some people smoke, some people do other hardcore things, right? And this person is battling with, how do I cope? I think they're having a coping mechanism type of issue, a coping skill issue. Like, I don't feel like they could cope right now with what they know about how life is turning out, how you are not in their life, how they can't even physically talk to you. Tell me more, Spirit. Oh, wow. What's up, the Knowledge Queens? What's up? I had to scroll just now. I almost missed all them comments. Queen is in the building. She said, how you doing, Black Cherry? Tell me more, Spirit. Oh, the star. Okay, wow. So this energy is repeating from around that full moon of Leo energy we had the other day. Because if I'm not, yeah. I'm about to say, if I'm not mistaken, but the star card came out in the challenge position, and I want to feel it was the last reading I did, the strength card. But what is given, that this is Leo Aquarius energy, right? Both fixed sign energies, to be exact. But I think that full moon we had was in Leo. This person is challenged between having hope and feeling like a victim, feeling a little depressed. The sun in reverse is giving depression energy, disappointment, not things not quite turning out the way they would prefer or like. You feel me? But the only person that can control their life and the circumstances of their life is them, by their choices that they make. I mean, they gotta make better choices. Tell me more about the justice, Spirit. Why is justice here? One card, Spirit. Oh, Emperor. Ooh, wee. Well. Somebody was controlling in your life, dogmatic, and when they should have been mature, they were immature. This is why they get what they getting. Somebody was being a kid instead of a grown person. So they might be older, but very, very immature. They don't have to be older, but they could be a very immature person. They could be very disrespectful, Spirit said. They could be hard-headed, very stubborn energy, given, what's the Emperor? Is he Aries? I can't remember. I think he is. But I don't know why Scorpio, Taurus. So the other axis is coming to me right now. So it's given like very hard-headed energy, very stubborn, stuck energy. Okay, my way or the highway. This person had control issues, right? Hi, sunshine. Okay, and bottom of the deck. See what I'm saying? This is the same freaking energy from the other night. The devil was here. That's the problem. This person, you know what? They thought they had time to play games with you. I don't know why. Maybe you have a lot of time or had time invested in this person, but I feel as though they thought they had time to play games, to be manipulative. They thought they had you under control. This person, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm not seeing love here. So this doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship, because there's no cards indicating love here. This is more about control issues. This could be somebody in your family or somebody you work with or in a friend group that was trying to use you at some point in time, or trying to disrespect you, or trying to play you in the background against people. I don't know. I'm getting whatever they used to do, because it's given past tense now. It's feel like, again, they're getting consequences for whatever they did. Whatever they used to do, it all got revealed. So if this is like a family member or a parent, they were manipulative, it came out. Did you know what? I just saw a show called The Upshaws. And I used to watch that with my daughter. So I don't know how many seasons I'm behind, but um, I just happened to see a couple episodes today, and the time frame was 2026. So I guess they're newly launched. And in previous episodes, they brought this comedian woman on. I can't think of her name, but she played Mike Epps' character's mother, right? So when she came around in these particular clips or episode, she is a hustler, but she's always hustling everybody, like including her children. Now, I don't know if he got siblings, but she damn sure came to hustle him. And she lied, and she emotionally manipulated him and told him that she just wants to, she getting older. She found a man and they're going to get married, and she just wants to finally be his mother. Now imagine telling a man who is probably close to his 50s in the show, I don't know what he is, but close to his 50s, that you finally want to be his mother and you want to settle down. All for her to be lying. All for her to be lying and to manipulate him out of something else. So, whoever this person is, like in your life, this is somebody that would use you, play games, get you on the hook, get you excited about things, and then do the same thing all over again. Like, take you in a cycle of nonsense. They would take you in a cycle of, I'm going to do better. I can fix it, or I can make it right, and it's going to be great, only for them to drop the ball again and oops, oh well, or not even take accountability. So this is somebody who maybe this time, maybe the consequences is that you're not listening to anything that they got to say anymore, that you've put them out of your energy, and they can't come back and they can't lie again and start all over again. So this person is now having to deal with the fact that, oh, you giving me consequences. Oh, you're blocking me. Oh, you're moving on from me. That kind of energy. And then they may be sad about it, but that's really, I think that whoever is experiencing that, that's not your thing no more. It don't matter. You're not worried about how this person feels anymore. Justice is here. You know that this person has not changed not one bit with the Emperor in reverse. That everything you thought about them before is still very much in existence now. And the only thing this person could do is watch you move on. Mm. Hey, sunshine. Yeah. So when they want to control you, here's the thing. When you get to a point, right, where you now are clear that this person has put you in cycles, and sometimes that could take years, because it's a conditioning, right? When people take you through cycles and you are not aware that this is happening to you, you may go through it quite a few times before it just doesn't feel right anymore, right? Or maybe somebody will point it out to you. You've been through that several times already, right? And then you take a step back and recognize, like, oh wow, yeah, I have been going through that. And then you may even test it, because a lot of times when people become awakened to what is happening to them, they will pause for a minute, think about it, watch how the person just observe them, because you need to have those mental notes, right? Observe how this person treats you. Maybe even literally take notes, journalize it, right? And only for this person to do the predictable, the same lies, the same pattern, the lies, the ghosting, the breadcrumbing. You know what I'm saying? You know the word salad. You ask them a direct question and they give you indirect answers. You know, somebody who makes all these large promises but under delivers. You know, this person, whatever their pattern is in particular, you have finally seen it maybe a number of times enough to know how it goes. And this person cannot smooth talk you anymore. They cannot sweet talk you anymore. They cannot mentally, uh, they can't, how do I put it? They can't mind, I don't even want to say it, but they can't mind fuck you no more, right? They can't get in there good, get you hooked and waiting for them to change or be better or do better. Okay? Spirit said with the devil showing up, this person is every bit of what they were. And it was crazy because when I watched that episode, this is an older woman. Okay? She looked like, you know, she could be a great grandmother. And she won't let the game go. And she said it several times to him. But she was still able to hook and convince this person, the son rather, that she wanted to be more than the player that she had already always been, right? And the wife tried to tell him, like, listen, you know, she gotta go. She can't come around here. You keep believing her. And he wanted to argue with her. That's my mama. You can't tell me I had to be with my mama. Only for his mama to con him one more time. One more time. Not necessarily the last time, but definitely did it all over again and ghosted him. So this don't have to be love, y'all, and it's not showing up with all the cards I got that spread out. This ain't showing love. Can't nobody love you when they treat you like this. This does not reflect love. Hi, loving my boys. Yep. You cannot love somebody and do a person this kind of way. And the thing is, and I was talking to y'all in a previous live and I said, listen, we gotta now be more mindful and careful how we use the word love. Because chaotic love was the statement at the time. That's not a thing. Like, that's not real. Because love and chaos aren't the same. Okay? Not on the same frequency. Right? We like to dress up the words and then add love to it to soften the blow of what it truly is. We can't do that. When we do that with people, we put ourselves in a position to accept what they give us as a form of love when love don't exist in that energy. You know, a person that's supposed to be your family member that is close to you and you know them and you think that they got your back does not have your back if they'll backstab you, triangulate you, lie to you, treat cheap, or what was I about to say? Ghost you. Like, people don't love you in that energy. A lot of times they don't love themselves because they don't resonate in whatever love really means. But people like that will say it to you to get what it is, whatever they're looking for from you, whatever that they want from you. They will let that word love roll off their tongue. And you, with the anticipation of being treated right in the frequency of love, may accept that until you know it's something different. Yeah. So, you know, people need to know, like I said, you have to be, toxic love is not love. I don't care how we dress it up next to love. Toxic love, chaotic love, hard love, none of those things resonate with the frequency of love. And we have to understand, like, when people they really just want to control us, keep us around. What was I telling y'all before? People like this will save you for last. Go out and be reckless with whatever. Show other people what they think love looks like and keep you for last, right? Because they know that unconditional love exists within you. And if they're just out to manipulate you, then they'll do everything in their power just to keep you satiated enough that whenever they want to knock on that door and say, hey, hi, how you doing, I hope you miss me, I want to be back in your life type shit, that you will open the door. Spirit is saying, that's not going to keep happening, because justice is here, and this person is going to get something that they deserve. And justice could mean jail time, court fees. It could be that they go under on a lot of different levels. Tell me more, Spirit. Girl, that's right, sunshine. Keep on standing. That's what the name of the game is. Not to let somebody break you down to the very last compound because they come from hurt. That they are damaged, so damaged that they don't know how to love right, and they don't want to put the energy in to do better. Right? Tell me more. Give me like two more of these cards and then we're gonna move on, Spirit. Victory. Oh, shoot. You get victory and success. This is what I'm telling you. This is what they watching. They're watching you win. This is what they get to see. That is the justice. They watch you win. I'm here. Victory is mine. Victory is mine. Victory is mine. Victory today is mine. Yeah. Yep. And you Queen of Swords. So you call judgment on this person. Definitely call judgment on this person. You are, when you Queen of Swords somebody, male or female, it means you've learned something. It means you've experienced something. You have wisdom. You have knowledge. You have the understanding. And this person, again, because you're smart, because your spirit guides don't play, cannot come back to you on some la stuff. That's over. Also, you're intuitive, so you're not just smart and intelligent. No, it's giving air sign, but it's also giving intuition. You can feel the bullshit, and you know when it's bullshit, right? You've experienced it. You've seen them before. Meaning, if it's not them, you've seen how they behave. I had to tell this young man that I have to deal with that lies. I said, you're not the first liar I've ever met, right? I'm definitely a woman of a certain age. So, I don't know why you wasting your time lying to me. I said, and, when we had to text recently, I said, okay, when is XYZ going to happen? It's going to happen that day. I said, okay, remember, that's your first lie. Because I can guarantee on that day when it comes, you're not going to do what you say you're going to do. And I was right. So then we on the second lie. So now we gonna call judgment. And now they gotta go to court. Literally. Literally have to go to court. So yeah, they get to sit back and watch you win. And they don't know how you win. The thing is, it's simple. Like, the laws of physics really aren't complicated. And physics and quantum physics really blend together. What goes up comes down. We have gravity on this planet. If that's, another story. But we have things that keep us grounded, right? So when we start, how I want to put this, entering the world of quantum physics, there's a lot about that where reciprocity is involved. When we get into the 5D energy, 4D, 5D energy, we start to realize how reciprocity works, how the universal laws actually work. And the thing is, when you learn from your stuff, whatever is going on with you, when you actually learn, right? Oh, I'm putting too much energy here. Let me pull it back and put it with me. Let me focus on what I got going on. You'll start to realize how you will flourish. Literally, your life will blossom and bloom. You know what I mean? Things literally, and I mean this with my whole heart, it will attract everything you need, will just start coming to the point where then you have to start making decisions what you can accept and what you can't, because you can't hold it all. You could try, but when it comes to how you spend your energy, it's going to be a lot. Some things you're going to have to say no to. It's like, let's just say you're in a bad situation, friendship, relationship, roommate ship, whatever, right? And your roommate's problems become your problems, right? So you're helping your roommate, you're constantly helping. Now you maintaining a job, but you ain't getting nowhere in your job. You're just doing your job, right? And you're maintaining. Your roommate has these constant problems. Every time you turn around, it's an emergency. And our roommate, it could be family. It don't matter who you live with. On one day, you just say, I can't do it today for you. And they're like, what you mean? I can't do it for you today. I can't. Today, I got to take care of my stuff. I have some job applications you wanted to put in. You might have wanted to move up in your job. You might even wanted to start a side hustle. But every time you get ready to start something, their emergency kind of supersedes what you had planned, right? So you're saying to yourself, okay, I just going to have to tell them no now. Here to tell them no, but I got to tell them no. I'm not coming to your rescue. I'm not picking you up from work. I'm not doing this challenge for you. How else you going to figure it out? Figure it out. And then you turn around, you put that energy into yourself. And guess what? Next thing you know, you get the job. You get the loan for the business. Or you get a mentor to help you start your plan. You get something connected to what you decided to finally put your energy, when you decided to balance your life out and stop doing for everybody else. There are universal laws that protect you. Your spirit guides will protect you when you learn your lesson. This person can watch you all day, all freaking night, if that's what they want. It will not change what God has for you, what spirit has for you. It ain't going to change that. The only one that can change that is you, when you stop pouring into yourself like you need to. So take this how it resonates. It's more about you recognizing that, yeah, somebody might have you in their sights, but are they worthy of your time anymore? Are their emergencies your emergencies? Spirit said no, they're not. And you need to treat them as such, because it's not about doing wrong to them. You don't have to. That's not really what it's about. It's about finally learning whatever your lesson is that you needed to learn about how you spend your energy, and then spend it in your own bank. Just like if you giving somebody money all the time just because they ask, and then you say, you know what, I realize when I calculate how much I've given you and not ever gotten back, it's a little too much for me to keep giving to that. I'm done. Right? And that money, let's just say they ask you for something weekly or every time you get a paycheck, and you realize every time you save that same amount of money they ask for, your bank account will start to grow. It's the same concept. You got to pull it back. Queen of Swords is person. I mean, more spirit. All of their lies were exposed in the past. You know what I'm saying? What it said? Increase material wealth for spiritual growth. Learning your spiritual lessons. We all come on this planet to learn lessons, right? When we incarnate on this planet, during this incarnation, we have made agreements with our spirit guides. This is what I believe, okay? You can believe what you want. But I believe that we are coming to learn specific lessons. Either something we didn't learn the last time, or this is the newest journey. Whatever the case may be, you came to learn some things. That is why I feel like the North Node and South Node are very important to understand when you're looking at your chart in astrology, because the South Node represents the past life energy, what you've been accustomed to, what you are familiar with, what you're used to doing. And that north node is what you should be aspiring to, going toward, right? Because you done had them lessons before. You already know what that is. Like my south node is, what is my south node? Cancer. So my north node is Capricorn. I done did the mothering in the past energy. I get it. I know how to nurture. I know how to, make a comfortable home, or, make people feel welcome and loved and cared for. I know how to do that. But where I need to step up is in my father energy, which is now the Capricorn energy, right? I now have to step up in more of my masculine energy and also take charge of situations, be the boss, delegate more, right? And I honestly feel like this new transit that just happened is giving me, is setting me up in that way, where I'm going to have to delegate more. I'm going to have to bring people in to support and help me with my initiatives. I'm going to have to take a logical step back and say, all right, I can't do everything. So guess what? Even if I accept a lot of opportunities, I still got to put people in place to make them happen. That's what the cat. So when you think in terms of looking at your north node and south node, think what you have been good at, what you know already. Look at those things. It's the opposite sign on the zodiac wheel. That's how the easiest way to determine what is what. If you know what your rising sign is, I'm sorry, not rising. My bad. If you know what your north node is, your south node is your opposite. My current situation, relationship, is one-sided. Everything I do is out of love. I never ask for anything in return. Yet, if I ask for anything, ask him to do anything for me, it lands on deaf ears. Yeah, you need to move on from that situation, sis. Sunshine, that's not healthy. Tyreek Westby. West by. I don't know, West. Anyway, hello. Also, when you're in connections with people, right? And they don't want to put any energy in. That's a lot of time when you start honoring your spirit guides too, in the way that your ancestral line expects you to do so. And please investigate your own ancestral line so you honor your ancestors properly, because it's all right to know, you want to know something about ancestor veneration. But if you don't, I'm not saying anything bad will happen, but it's best to do within your traditions, right? So learn about that. But your spirit guides will block people. They won't let certain people touch you again, right? This person could be trying to dial your number and all of a sudden they phone broke, or they get in their mind that they gonna get over there and they can't even get a ride. They don't have a car, or they don't have or all of a sudden they get fuzzy on your actual address. They thought they knew what it was, but they haven't been over there in so long they can't find it now. Like, spirit will distract this person from coming towards you. Now they want to, but that don't mean that they can. And the thing is, remember what I said. Remember what I said, because Spirit showed me in these cards. This ain't about love. So let's not get it twisted. Whoever it is that you are in connection with, it, even if this is a romantic relationship, the emotions surrounding this situation aren't in the energy of love. So they don't love you. They may be wanting to control you. Okay? And if you are fine with being controlled, then, hey, this might not be your reading. But this is what that's about. Communicate. You're right, sunshine. I believe it too. Karma is an ugly thing when you're on the wrong side. I believe in karma and dharma. And I know that good dharma, when you do good investments in life, it comes back just like the bad karma does. Tell me one, spirit. All right, tell me one. The key, successful outcomes to your problem. Yeah, this person ain't holding you back none. And Sometimes though, these energies do want to hold you back. Why? Because they want the old you. They want the person that accepted whatever they were giving you. That's the person they want to reconnect with. Okay, you'll find that um, when you come into your Queen of Swords energy and you're ready to cut them off and let them go, and you now have a different perspective, that is not what they were expecting from you. That was not what they thought was going to happen. They thought they would put you maybe in nostalgia energy a lot of times, and then get you to reminisce on some good times they thought was good times, and that way you would accept them in the same way. But Spirit said you're going to have successful outcomes to your problems. This person might be your problem, but your outcome is successful. Wow. Look, oh, wish will not be granted on their end. That's in the hidden energy. The wish will not, whatever. Spirit said there's two ways to look at it. They said that if you were hoping for this person to be different, your wish will not be granted on that, because this person has not changed. So you gotta have hopeful thinking that they have grown. Spirit said with the Emperor in reverse, they have not. With this overall energy being a devil energy and them being controlling, they're not out of that energy. So your wish will not be granted anytime soon with this person. I'm not saying that they can't ever change, because I don't have the right to tell you that. Your person and your situations are all different. But I will say right now, in the current energy, nah, ain't nothing changed about them since the last time you spoke. Maybe the color of their hair. Maybe they gained some weight or lost some weight. Okay, maybe they look physically different in some way. Maybe they cut their hair. Maybe they grew up real long. But that's about it. The physical appearance is about the only thing you're going to see different with this person. Tell me more. Yeah, someone will gossip about all your success. This person, I'm trying to tell you, that's another thing. So whoever they connect with, whoever they talk with about you, comes back and maybe tells them, oh yeah, collective is doing real good. They got it going on. They doing this now. They doing that now. They got this and they got that thing, and they live here now and they drive that. Whatever it is on that material wealth type thing, they got flying monkeys that watch you, or at least know about what you got going on and brag to them about you. So they gossip with other people when it comes to you. They'll listen to the gossip, and the gossip will tell them really that you are victorious, that you are doing well. It's not even that you ever needed them, and that shatters their image of having you under some sort of control, because you're no longer there. You're no longer in that energy of cycling with this person. So that cycle will tell them that you're in control, or that they are in control of you. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, they're not getting that message anymore. Tell me more. Ooh, what was that? Something important, such as okay, so you got a new job or a raise. Remember, I said the soon as you stop focusing on what they got going on, and you take that same energy and you put it in yourself, you about to magnify everything that you need, everything that you wanted. You about to start to thrive in ways that you didn't imagine that you could. I know for me, with a lot of different people, right? I fight the urge to tell them the answer. I don't really like that. I like people to use their brains. But sometimes I feel like people don't use their brains, right? Especially if they're coming to you with advice. I had to learn to pull it back. And this says, overall energy, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. And the way I mean by, hi, thank you for your new sub. Appreciate you. Make sure you ring that bell so you're notified anytime I come on. What was I saying? Oh, I have to learn to pull it back. Like, I literally, Spirit will tell me the answer while somebody's talking. But if I know, in particular, this person is stubborn, hard-headed, and they won't take it, then I just have to ask them, well, where else would you get that from? One person I said to them this last week is, well, what did your therapist say? Oh, they said the same thing you said. So when are you going to listen? Because you're complaining about something you already got the answer to. I don't know why I need to tell y'all that, but it's true. And the thing is, when you stop doing that and give yourself the energy of repeating support, repeating all the things that you would do for this person and actually put the energy back on you, all of a sudden things land in your lap that you didn't anticipate. That if you're paying attention, it connects the dots to the other things that you need and you want to do, or you've been wanting in your life that you could not focus on with somebody in this devil energy watching what you're doing, worried about where you going. Somebody who was dishonest with themselves and with you. Tell me more, Spirit. Spirit said, but you got the key. And you guarantee some success. That shows up material wealth and spiritual success. Oop, damn. Situation in a balance requires careful handling. You know, and that's why when I was saying it about talking to people about their stuff or being too much support for somebody, before you say yes, pause. I don't care what it is. Before you say yes to something, pause. Think about it. And if you have to, tell them, give me a moment to think about that. I don't know yet. So you can think about it from all the angles and all the experience that you've had. Is this a part of the pattern? Is this something different? Is this something I want to do? Would it benefit me? Is this going to drain me? Is this going to keep me distracted from what I need to do? Pause. Don't rush to judgment. Don't rush to answer. Don't rush to do. Pause. Old doors are closing, new ones are. I know that's right. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that, sunshine. Yeah, like for example, when you pause, right, it gives you a chance to process what somebody's saying. If you rush the answer, you'll get yourself in something and realize, if I'd have known. I'll give you an example. Tonight I took my daughter to a party. Before I dropped her off, the parents were talking. Some parent got invited to a roller skate rink for her kids. And when she got there, I think it was only one child going to skate, but by the time they had added up everything, it was going to be $50 for this one child to skate. They were adding on fees to change shoes, to skate, and spectator fees. By the time she was done, it would have been over $50 just to skate. Back in the day, we would go skate $5, pay for shoes. By the it was like $10. There are skating rinks that aren't expensive like that, but this particular one was. And I said to her, I said, it's interesting because I feel like now we're in an age where we need to Google everything before we go. We need to look it up, get on their website, look at their menus, look at their prices or whatever to see if this is something I want to pay for. It's not even if I could afford it or not. Is it worth my money? You know what I'm saying? Why would I want to pay money to babysit my child? I got to pay $5 to sit there and watch my child. Like, make that make sense. And because of all these new type of fees and add-ons, things can be very expensive. But if we pause before we say yes. Hey, what's up, Queen? I'm saying elevated evenings and awakenings these days. No more good mornings and stuff. But yeah, when I pause, I actually realize, oh shit, I get myself in less headaches. I don't accept things that I'm not good with, or I can't afford, or I don't want to afford, or, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to pay for, or I think I'm going to be disappointed by. I look at ratings now too. I want to make sure I don't, resonate with the poor ratings. The good ratings can come dime a dozen. But let me see what people don't like. I look at everything before I buy, before I go. Yeah, before I say yes, I pause. You got to pause, because people who are like used to talking fast to you to get you to do something they need you to do are never going to stop doing that fast talking stuff, thinking that it's going over your head. You don't have to let it go over your head. You could just pause, like, hold on, I mean, think about that, because I had to look at my schedule. I gotta see if it works for me and what I gotta do. And people who would normally take, they want you to put yourself last. You know what I'm saying? They want you to put yourself last. You don't have to do all that. You just pause and give yourself time to say, okay, yeah, I could do that. I find myself recently overbooking and then having to go back and say, you know what? No, I can't do it that day. Let's try this day, because my schedule keeps changing. Most recently, it just keeps changing, and I do get a lot of new things, especially in the evenings, added to my plate. So with that being said, you haven't seen me in a while, and it's only because I'm trying to get acclimated to a new schedule that keeps shifting a little bit, and I gotta pause before I add anything else. Two cards just popped out. We got chain of events that will affect your life and protection from a powerful friend. Like I said, y'all all have, when you honor your ancestors, make sure you honor them in the way your ancestral guides would appreciate. Look, trace your lineage, and look and see if you are Irish, or if you are Indian, or if you are Jamaican, if you are Polynesian. Honor your people the way they would like to be honored, so that they keep bringing that energy of protection around you. I mean, everybody doesn't ancestral venerate, but I do, and there's a lot of cultures that do it. Just make sure you know your culture, or at least you can investigate it. You may not know, but try. And then try to honor them the way they want to be honored. Or at least the ancestors you know of, like people that were in your life and passed on. Because you got powerful friends on the other side that block a lot of nonsense that comes your way. And then when it comes down to that, there's a lot of unseen energy that keeps you safe. There's a lot of unseen energy that keeps you safe. I know my ancestors will knock doors down, open doors. Like, I've had my foot in doors that I've entered that space, and I had people looking at me like, how in the world did you get here? Don't even worry about it. But I'm here. Don't even worry about it. Um, and it was crazy. I'll give you an example. Um, when I was at this building, right, for my other programs, and when I first met them, they invited us to a luncheon or whatever, and I went. And the other person that looked like me was across the table, and I saw the puzzlement in his face as to, I thought I was the only person here like that. I thought I was going to be able to come in here and finesse these people. At least that's what he seems to be thinking. But I had something genuine that they resonated with. So every time he tried to put something additional to what he was already doing in that building, it failed miserably. It didn't work out. Nobody bought it. Nobody wanted it. Nobody signed up. Nobody did a thing. So my space, my programs were able to thrive without interference. Not because I did anything, not because I was not gracious or uncooperative in any way. I would accommodate. When they let me know this might happen, I'll be like, okay, let me know when it does, and we'll move accordingly. Never happened the entire time, right? For 6 years. So I was like, yeah, there's something to it, because either the spirits in there or my spirit guys is fighting some strong battles to keep me and what I got going on safe. I have to be honor them. I have to recognize them. I got to speak on behalf of my spirit guides, because they don't play about me and whatever I got going on. And they don't play about the people that I love and surround myself with either. So people I know are covered by my protection from my spirit guides too. But you got to be in that inner circle to win with us. You know what I'm saying? You got to be in it to win it. You got to be a part of the connection to feel that umbrella of protection. Tell me more. What? Wow. Trying to get your attention like, look, mom. Look, mom, I'm here. You know, it's interesting when I moved here, I think a couple years later, maybe 2 or 3 years later of living where I'm at now, I said to both my cat and dog individually, you know where Medina is? You see Medina, and they both reacted, because Medina was a dog that passed away before we all moved here, and they, I saw the cat sniff for her when I said it, and I saw the dog sniff for her when I said it, and I was like, I'll never do that again. But they remember it. They be knowing. They know. They sense her spirit. She would come back in dreams. But that she is part of my ancestral, doggy, cat, all that line. Tell me more, spirit. He was the best little boo ever. Aw. That's how I feel about Mama Dina. She was the best dog ever. She was so good that family would ask about her for years. How's Medina doing? They would talk about her like she was one of my children. How's she doing? I'm like, oh, she doing good where she was, still with us. And then I'm like, no, she done passed on. Ooh, great luck and fortune. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, I don't know who this person is in your life, right? Because again, we going back to the fact that this may not be romantic. And I know a lot of people watch tarot for romance. This may not be that. Okay. This could be, like I said, a parent, a family member, a boss, a job, a supervisor, somebody like that, co-worker, friend. But it's somebody that betrays you, but like on a throw the rock, hide your hand type of thing. And they've been exposed for the things that they have done. And you are moving on to victory. So I don't know if you're moving your job, but you might. Or you may be moving up in position and rank higher than them, where they cannot touch you. Okay? They cannot sabotage you. But whatever this is, this person is sitting in a position where they can only watch and they can't touch you. Okay? They don't have the juju to make you fall. They can only watch you prevail. And also, this has a lot to do with you finally, I would say finally for a lot of y'all, listening to your spirit guides when your spirit guides say stop doing that for them. Pause. Did you hear what they said? Do you know if you go pick up their child from school, it takes you across town and you can't pick up your own child? Let them pick up their child. They used to you doing it. But it's causing you to be late. It's causing you to have problems. And if they're late, if their child is late, they're going to have problems. Let them deal with their problems, whatever they are. Don't have to be the scenario I gave you. But if you pause from somebody has tipping your scale in their direction all the time, and you actually start tipping that scale back by taking care of yourself, you will see your blessings start to perform. You will see things actually start to happen. You will see, oh shit, I can get a raise, or I can go to this company now because I don't put in the work under them, or I could, whatever it is. It's like the veil gets lifted, and you now see all the possibilities that you weren't even thinking about. You couldn't think about because you were too busy catering to somebody who always wanted you to take care of their emergencies. Tell me more, spirit. Right, Tyree? Hmm. Increase your efforts and if you want to achieve your goals. Bam. Yeah, this person is stuck on you. All they gonna do is be able to watch you. Tell me more, Spirit. That's it. And you know, yep, parting of the ways in either romance or business. Broken ring. So you're gonna level up. That's what it's saying. This connection is breaking because it's time for you to expand. Listen, I told some of y'all this before, but I don't even know how much detail I mentioned. So I mentioned my program early in the reading, right? Um, well, I decided because of the way somebody treated me, and it didn't seem to be like anybody was mitigating the situation on my behalf or my organization's behalf. I said, well, it seems, and I told my board members, and they say, yes, I'm like, you might need to move on. And I'm like, damn, you're right. You're right. It do sound like I need to move on. And they weren't, nobody was wrong about that. When I say I had to move on, I had to move on. I tested these people by giving them other opportunities. Not so much as a test, but here's another opportunity y'all could do. Not for me, but for you. It'll help you. And they didn't take it seriously. They know it's a serious thing, but it wasn't a priority. And either responding to me or doing the thing that I suggest, which actually would have benefited them greatly in the community. They just was like, yeah, we'll get there. I said, oh, okay. I said, let me get there too. Let me get along. And I moved on. And I found a place that embraced what I'm offering. Now I'm getting flooded with good opportunities to expand in the way that I want to expand, right? Which is more like serve before you get, or serve before you, how you put it? If you don't know what to do, serve. It's kind of like that because I run a nonprofit. So I'm getting opportunities to help the community. May take a little bit of my energy, but guess what? It brings people in. It shows people what we're offering, whether it's paid or non-paid. We could pursue grants off of that, things like that, right? I'm able to pull people in so they can see, all right, look, not only are we doing this for you, but we could do that for you. And guess what? We're going to try to do some of this too, right? It gives me the opportunities. But I thought I had it there. It was like I had a veil over my eyes that I was a community partner, when I was really just a tenant. And the one, soon as I changed, soon as I decided I'm done, soon as I broke the chains, moved on, and cut the cords, opportunity after opportunity is still coming for me. Blessings are still coming for me. And they gonna be, all they could do is watch. Now, whatever they do, if they think it works for them, they do what they gotta do. But they gonna watch. That's all they gonna be able to do, is watch. So no matter who this is, no matter what kind of situation this is, because I'm telling you, it could be your business, it could be your job, it could be your friend or your family group, right? It could be a romantic partner. Whoever this is, all they're going to do is be able to watch you flourish. Do you understand what I'm saying? And you're parting ways, whether it's romantic or let's say romantic or business, broken ring. It had to end in order for you to grow. It had to. And it was crazy because I always said I had a set of keys and nobody asked me for these keys. I decided to take the keys back because I don't want nobody coming after me later. Oh, what about those keys? Nope, you got them already. And when I did, I was able to, well, it wasn't intentional. I didn't, I was really just, if I could have been a ghost and dropped them things off, I would have. But I confronted the head. The head saw me come in. I was like, oh, we missed you. And I'm like, you missed me? You sure about that? He's like, yeah, we missed you. Haven't seen you guys. I'm like, I didn't think you missed you. You kind of erased us. So, no support, no partnership, no nothing. And I told you months ago that we more than likely gonna have to move on. He didn't want us to move on. You know why? He wanted us to be a placeholder. He was saving us for last. He already said to me, I'm hoping to pile this whole place up and have y'all included too, which was not going to work for us. So guess what? We moved on. I told my son, no, we gone. Well, you could come back if you want. I was like, yep. Where's the person that I asked for the lady. I was like, is she up there so I can give her the keys? Cause like I wasn't nasty or nothing. I was just over it. You know what I mean? Like I'm completely unbothered. I just don't want to be bothered, like at all. I don't need the lies. I don't need nothing. And a lot of people are there in their connections right now where you just, I ain't mad at you. It's like, you ain't gonna be nothing more than what you've been. So yeah, I gotta let you go. I'm gonna just move on. I'm gonna just cut these ties completely. Like, I'm not leaving anything behind. You don't leave anything behind. And we just part the ways. Cause why? What is there to linger in? Nothing, right? So we let go. We give thanks and we let go. And I'm telling you, like the Fool card. Now, y'all seen the Fool card before. The one thing that letting go constantly reminds me of is that when you let go in a manner of you don't know where your next step is exactly, but you know you got to do it, it's like the ground meets your feet. It's like you jumping off a cliff, but your ground meets your feet. Like you look like you flailing in the wind, right? She looked like if she step off that ledge that she's going to go into an abyss, but the ground will eventually meet her feet. No injury. There'll be a soft landing. There'll be support where she goes. You know what I mean? There will be opportunities where she goes. Things will flourish where she goes. But you got this. It has to start with a leap of faith first. And then while you take that leap of faith, right, in everything that's coming at you, still take that pause. Make sure it resonates with you, whatever it is you plan on doing. Make sure that, you're not overdoing anything or you're not underdoing anything. Give yourself time to think about it. Don't rush nothing. Take your time. Take your time. It'll be what it need to be. I just pulled that card out and I didn't pull like regular, but I just wanted to show you that because we don't know where this journey is going to take us sometimes. We don't. What's the bottom of the deck? But we just know we got to go. Strong emotion, passionate love, or hate. You just know that you have to go follow your dreams, follow your purpose. Spirit said, listen, I'm gonna crack that door open. It's up to you to step through it. And, when you step through it, you may be leaving a lot behind you. And that's okay. Yeah, you right about that, Queen. Listen, I know I am one of them energies that, or I bring a certain energy that you either love me or you hate me. And a lot of times people that claim to hate me ain't got no reason. It's something about me they can't handle. It's okay. I'm all right with that. Long if you got an issue with me, bring it to me. We could talk about it if it's something to talk about. Otherwise, it's your issue, and I'm okay with leaving it as your issue. Because I'm gonna live my life regardless. I'm a Sag rising with Gemini, a Sag rising. I'm an optimistic type of person. I may get down temporarily, but trust me, I'm a thrive. Oh, I'm a grow on your ass. I'm gonna surprise your ass too, because if you have the opportunity to see what the fuck I'm about to do, you will be standing like, how the hell? Yup. Because I surprise my damn self. I can't even tell you what I'm going to do. I tell you what I think I'm about to do. And then all of a sudden, something be better than that. And so I know I walk with that energy of blessings, luck, whatever. But it all, for me, is rooted in gratitude. It's all rooted in gratitude. Hi, Binong Book. How you doing? Hope I said that right. It's rooted in gratitude. Everything I have, everything I do, everything I am is rooted in gratitude. Let me tell y'all today, where I am is 5-degree weather. 5 degrees right now, right? And the wind is no freaking joke, y'all. It knocks stuff off my porch I can't even get to right now because the snow is still like ice. I've been unfell, but I'm gonna get it soon. All I know is I can hear the wind outside my window even right now, and I haven't heard it like this in a long time. And all I could think of is I am so grateful. I am so grateful for my life, just the way it is. I got stress, y'all. I am not above stress, but I have challenges like anybody. But I am so grateful for everything that I have, everything that I'm doing, about to do. I'm present right now with gratitude. I'm present in gratitude for you. So I want to thank you for coming tonight. I thank you for listening. All that took the time to listen and check in and hit the like button. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you just being energetically here, passing through with a view. You know what I'm saying? Like, clicking, and sharing, ringing that bell, all of that. All of those things are energetic donations to the channel, and they are much appreciated. But I just have to end the live by saying, whoever is watching you, that you are aware of is watching you, they're watching you glow up now. We in different energy now, boo. We are in some indifferent energy now. Okay? And this particular Chinese New Year, I have never, listen, I always looked at the menu in the Chinese restaurant, looked at my year. I think I'm the year of the ox. I believe I'm the year of the ox. I might be wrong, but I think I'm the year of the ox. Anyway, I always find it fascinating. This year, though, the year of the fire horse, I believe it is. This kind of energy shift feels extremely different than any other year in a positive way. Okay? It feels like life is about to be lightning fast. Just the description of a fire horse gives you speed, right? Gives you heat, gives you passion. And it's no coincidence that strong emotion, passion, love, or hate are here. And then we also have the Knight of Wands energy with a horse there. But it's given life is about to take off in a whole new way. You know what I'm saying? And we need that energy behind us. Now, conversely, we also are pulling in some of that karma that has to be dealt with, right? So those who have done some things wrong are now going to face the consequence of their actions. And if you think about it, or if you try something wrong, it's occurring quicker than ever. You're not getting those years of buildup. You're not getting months. Hell, some people ain't even getting days. They getting instant. I fucked around and found out kind of energy. Y'all seen the video, I talked about it the last live, where this guy flipped the bird at this girl. As he flipped the bird at this girl, driving by her, by the way, he hit a parked car, lost his wheel, and damn near hit a tree if he didn't. And all he could do was, oh man, this is effed up and da da da. But he did it. And she got evidence. So if he was to pursue anything, first of all, the person across the street whose car he hit could sue him. His insurance company is probably not going to pay a claim for what he did to himself. I don't know how that works, but if I was an insurance company, I wouldn't pay you for being reckless. I say good luck, Chuck. You know what I'm saying? But we in this energy different now. That karma is real, and she's not playing with nobody. None. Mm-mm. But I appreciate y'all being here. I'm gonna bid y'all adieu. My goal is to be here tomorrow night. I don't know. I'm gonna try. Because what I don't want to do is be outside in single digit weather. So I plan to be home. And it's Super Bowl. Shit. I might come on, but if two people are watching, I ain't gonna be on long. Cause I know everybody gonna want to see the Super Bowl. You know. But thank you. I'm gonna let y'all go for now. All right, I'll see you on the next one, sis. Good to see you again. Thank you everybody for coming and all your new subs. Appreciate y'all. Peace and good night.